If someone wants to become a barista, what should they know before getting started in Bahrain?
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
Espresso or latte?
Espresso.
If you were to drink a coffee, what would it be and why?
Okay. First, I love V60.
These questions are basically about coffee, okay? So the next question is, what's your favorite coffee drink to make? And is it your personal go-to drink? Hi guys, so welcome all and welcome back into Nessa's Fantasy. I'm Nessa. I talk and educate people about the Gulf and especially Bahrain. So in today's video, we are with somebody very important and he's going to do a little introduction about himself. Hi.
Hi, Miss Nessa.
So can you do a little introduction about yourself?
All right, so thank you for that great opportunity.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, my name is Kapi, man for liquid, but my real names are Yves Kennedy. So I'm very honored to be in your show.
You're welcome.
All right. So what was the next question again?
Okay, thank you. So let me go back to the phrase Kapi. Kapi's name is also man for liquid. He's mostly, no, I'm not telling you what he does. So Mr. Kapi, what do you do for a living?
Okay, so actually I'm a barista, but due to the technicality of my job, I'm kind of a mixology, a bartender, a barista, and a smoothie or a juice person.
Okay.
So all of that, we can just put it all together and we call it Nakolabo. And it becomes like a mixology.
A mixology.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Kapi, what inspired you to become a coffee maker and how long have you been working as a barista?
All right. So what inspired me, it's very long, but I'll make it short.
Make it short, please.
So for that one, I love the art. For example, if you were once a graphic designer, there's no way you would not love art.
Okay.
So I love the aspect of pouring a cup of coffee with an art on it, or brewing what I feel so comfortable when I'm drinking.
So I'll move to the next question, Mr. Kapi. I'm very sorry, but I have a lot of questions for you today. I'm going to make it very short so that it will be short to my viewers also. The next question is, what do you love most about your job?
Okay, so first of all, what I love about my job is the friendly environment.
Okay.
The opportunity to encounter new people every blessed day. So apart of the small free coffee that comes after it, but just the opportunity to showcase your talent. Because being a barista is like going to a technical school. You understand? Being a barista is like going to a technical school.
Okay.
Which means you showcase full talent. Yeah, so I don't want to say maybe some other jobs are not like that, but just the fact of showcasing your talent made me grow so fond of my job.
So these questions are basically about coffee, okay? So the next question is, what's your favorite coffee drink to make? And is it your personal go-to drink? Is it your personal drink that you like to make?
All right, so as a barista, we have the opportunity to come out with every ingredients or new samples every blessed day.
Okay.
So what I love most is the pour over. Reason I love it, when you are doing a pour over, you feel the aroma of the coffee that you are making. Like you feel the passion of your job. Reason being, you don't rush while making that order. You take your time.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kapi. So you have not answered that question.
Okay.
I want you to go back to, I'm going back to this question. You have already said about the passion, but I want you to tell me what your favorite coffee drink to make. What coffee do you really like making?
Americano.
Americano.
Yes.
Why do you like making Americano?
All right. So the reason I love Americano, it's black coffee.
Okay.
Now, before, if you ask somebody what's your favorite coffee today, they'll tell you V60, they'll tell you French press, or cold brew.
Okay.
Those ones, they're like, I don't know, they are just introduced into the society.
Okay.
But when you look at the black coffee and Americano, the history behind that coffee goes a long way.
Okay.
Yeah, which is something maybe we cannot talk now, but if you follow my page, I'm sure you'll get it there.
Happy Man for Liquid. Guys, you guys go and follow that page. So, can you walk us through what a typical day of your job looks like?
Okay. Some days you get up in the morning, shower, say your PT prayers, you step into your office, because we call it office,
Okay.
or your bar.
Yeah.
When you step into it,
Uh-huh.
at least you feel like the cozy environment.
Okay.
Like everything is chill at the certain moment. Trust me, I'm sure everybody feels that part in their daily activities. But the highest challenges is when you start saying like a customer will tell you, okay, I want, for example, a flat white, but I want it extra hot or more foam. Yeah, automatically, me as a barista, my head start
Spinning.
start spinning inside, because there's no way you will order for a flat white. A flat white is a drink which is almost like a 50-50 drink with a little or no foam on top.
Okay.
So if you want something with foam, you can say you want a cappuccino.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are some of the days that now when the barista goes back home, he will be like, what the hell?
You know, I saw one video one time on TikTok, I think on TikTok, and then one lady ordered for coffee. She said she wanted she wanted Americano. So, no, she wanted espresso with 1 cube of ice. So when they made the espresso, they put in a small cup and then he gave her 1 cube of ice. She's like, this is not what I ordered. This is not espresso. You need to put too much water. It needs to be. The guy is like, ma'am, that is ice Americano. No, the customer was like, you don't tell me what to do. And she was like, can you call the boss? So I think some of these are kind of stressful, right?
Exactly, those are the things we face every blessed day.
Okay. Thank you so much for that answer. Let me go to another one. What is it like working as a barista in Bahrain? How is the coffee culture here? Is it different from your place or it's the same? Like your place of origin, is it the same or different?
All right, so with that question, it's a bit tough, but I'll make it easy. It can never be the same with my culture back home.
Okay.
Yeah, reason being, it's like this saying, when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. So we try to adapt with what we have here. And when we talk of drinking coffee, in Bahrain, these guys, they drink coffee. Reason being, coffee is like their own wine. Yes, so for us in Africa or for us back home or Europe, we drink wine, whiskey, but in Bahrain, the culture it's coffee. Yes.
So it's different from what you have in your back home.
Completely different mentality. But apart of that one, the standard or some of the method of roasting the coffee beans, yeah, they are the same.
Okay.
But now when it comes to drinking the coffee, I don't think we can compete with them. Okay,
yeah. So that means the culture is typically different from what we have back home and what we have here, right?
100%.
Okay. Now, have you noticed any drink or flavors that are especially popular ones with customers in Bahrain? I'll go back to this question. Have you noticed any drink or flavors that are especially popular with customers in Bahrain?
Yeah.
Like which one?
Okay. For example, we have the V60.
Okay.
And we have like the flat white. These are most drinks that are being sold in many places. So if I'm not wrong, anybody can correct me in the comment section.
Okay.
Now, why? People who love coffee with milk. Once you put milk into coffee, it reduces the volume.
Okay.
But when you take something like the V60, an Americano, a French press, you are taking 100% black coffee.
Black coffee.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is like the two standards. If you go to some shops, those are the two major coffees that are being sold in most shops.
Okay. Yeah. Now this question is a tricky question. It's a memorable question, but this is what the question is. What one unforgettable customer experience you've had, good or bad? Anyone? What's that one unforgettable customer experience you've had?
Rule number one. I want to see your manager. Now, once you hear that word,
you start like, shaking.
Yeah, like sometimes you get into trouble without even knowing. For example, a customer can order something they don't know.
Yeah.
And it becomes your fault. So at this given point in time, sometimes we just pray God, thank you for the cameras that you put in the shop. Because some of the unforgettable moments are caused by the customers.
By the customers.
Yes, not by us.
Okay. So don't you think it's very important for you to like maybe educate the customer about what the customer is getting, or you just want to serve? For example, let's say the customer come and order Americano, and then you just be like, Americano is just coffee and water. Don't you think some baristas should actually do this, or they just have to give it knowing that the customers already know what they want to order?
Okay, so in my line of work, and for people that have been around me,
okay,
now here's what I always try to do. In some shops, the standard, it's a double shot.
Double shot.
Now we have customers that don't drink double shot.
Okay.
Double shot means 2 times coffee. Yeah. Single shot is just a single dose. So somebody can come, I want a small Americano.
Okay.
Now that is the barista's position to ask, ma'am, would you like a single shot or a double shot?
Okay.
Because if you give somebody a double, somebody will tell you, I just want to fill the coffee. You can tell them we have decaf. Decaf is a coffee without caffeine.
Okay.
Yes, so you can implement that. But when the customer tells you, I want to fill the caffeine in the coffee, now you have the right to ask the customer, would you like a single or a double shot?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Kapi. I have another question. I have actually a lot of questions, but I'm just going to make this one short. Is there a beginner mistake people often make when ordering or making coffee? What do you think that mistake is that a lot of beginners make when they want to order coffee or they want to make coffee?
Okay, so in this field, the more you stay in the field, the more you gain experience. So there's no way you can gain experience without being in the field. So some of the mistakes, they are very common. For example, you go for an interview and you see maybe like a complete different coffee machine, a different environment. Let's just say that's a different environment.
Okay.
So now they ask you, can you do us a latte? So due to the fact of pressure and the fact that you are still at the beginner's level, now you feel that pressure. And when you feel it, you will give a cappuccino instead of a latte. And if your owner knows exactly what they wanted, for example, they said a latte, and you give them a cappuccino, that is already a beginner's problem.
Okay.
Now, if they say, I want Americano, due to pressure, you went and you served a piccolo.
A piccolo?
Or a long black.
Okay.
For example, let's just say you served a long black.
Okay.
These are two different. Americano, you put coffee, you put water.
Okay.
A long black, you put water, you put coffee on top.
Okay.
So for somebody who is hiring you as a beginner and you said you have experience, once you do those things, those are your beginner's errors.
Mistakes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. If someone wants to become a barista, what should they know before getting started in Bahrain?
Okay, so that question, we get that question a lot every blessed day.
Okay.
But now the deal is, you don't need to know anything to become a barista.
You don't need to go through any certification.
Now, it's just like I decide to become a barista. I have to look for a school.
Okay.
Or I need to get a senior barista to teach me.
Okay.
That's how you become a barista. We have people that they train, they get equipment, they train back home, which means you can still be a barista from home.
From home?
Yes.
Okay.
We have people that drop tutorials for beginners from the beginning.
Like Kapi, like you.
Oh.
I watch your videos and you drop amazing videos teaching people about how to make coffee. So guys, I'm reminding you all to please go to Kapi Man for Liquid and make sure to watch his videos because he's going to show you all the tips you need for coffee. Right, Mr. Kapi?
That's true.
Okay.
So feel free, you can comment, feel free to ask your questions. So I will always answer them.
Okay.
So for that part, everybody can become a barista. So it's a technical skill.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just have to acquire it. First, you need confidence. You have to get that self-confidence.
Okay.
Yes, I want to become a barista. I will not be afraid of maybe the steam one, the pressure, or Yeah, so automatically you will be. A lot of people run away from that part because of the practical.
I remember one time when I still learning coffee, how to make coffee. Once I steam and the foam is coming, I leave the steam around.
So it's good. It's good that you have witnessed it, or you were once there.
Yeah, I was once
so
there.
Those are some of the things that scare people away.
Yeah.
But apart of that one, everybody can become a barista.
Okay.
And to become a good barista, everybody can learn from anywhere, not only from me. You have your phone, which is already your personal teacher. Go to somebody's page who is into coffee. Scroll through it, pick something, start from there.
Okay.
And you're
Okay,
good to go.
Mr. Kapi. Thank you so much. So we have 4 fun questions. This is just very short questions I'm going to ask you.
Nakolabo.
So the first one is, would you like espresso or latte?
Espresso.
Early morning shift or closing time shift?
Early morning.
Why early morning?
You feel the pressure of espresso in the morning.
If you were to drink a coffee, what would it be and why?
Okay. First, I love V60. Now, it is not too strong or too light.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if I wanted something strong, I'll go for the French press.
Okay.
That's pure black. Just hot water. Let it sit for 4 minutes. Stir, you pour.
Okay. Okay, so the last question is, what music do you play while making coffee? Do you play any particular music while making coffee?
If I tell you, say I love you.
So you're an OBO fan.
Oh,
Okay, Mr. Kapi, welcome to the end of this session, question and answering, and I'm really happy to have you here once more. I'm glad you took out that time to have some question and answer time with Nessa. I know it's really, really something. You know, our time in Bahrain is precious. So for Mr. Kapi to do that, guys, please go on YouTube, go on Facebook. Happy Man for Liquid is going to teach you all you need to know about coffee, all you need to know about drinks, because he also makes smoothies, right? I see you making smoothies. So everything you need to know about it, Mr. Kapi will teach you. That being said, I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye.
see ya.